Hello, welcome to day 6 of the Showing Up Yoga Challenge. I'm Naomi. And wow, you guys, this challenge is going I didn't anticipate how this was going to be kind of playing out for me. I created this challenge because I know how hard it can be for me to show up consistently. And so I thought, well, if it's hard for me, I know it's hard for other people too. So 7 days is, a manageable amount of time to commit to showing up. What I didn't anticipate, which is, maybe kind of silly that I didn't anticipate this, but I didn't anticipate that this 7 days would be, its own sort of interesting journey for me in creating the challenge. And it really has been. Yesterday I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Today I'm feeling better about it. And so much so that I'm like, I think especially kind of noticing the difference between yesterday and today, that I'm like, I think I might want to extend this challenge and keep going. Especially because, tomorrow is Monday, day 7, and then Tuesday is my birthday. So I don't know. I think that it calls for continuing a challenge. Why not? Special day, right? So that's my plan as of now. We'll see what happens. Today I'm going to offer a standing practice using a chair for support. So I've got my chair here. I recommend that you get a chair that is sturdy, that does not have wheels, and place it somewhere where it's going to be sturdy. So not sliding around. You might put it against a wall. If you have a yoga mat, you can put it on the yoga mat, and maybe even just whatever floor you have, it might feel sturdy there depending on the floor. Okay, so I'll see you on the mat. Okay, here we go, starting our practice. So we're going to do some sun salutations today, but we're not going to be getting up and down off the floor like we did in days 1 and 2. We're going to do sun salutations using the chair. So we're going to start facing the chair. I'm standing pretty much right in front of the chair. Again, I'm going to feel my feet on the floor, let my arms relax, maybe wiggle out a little bit, and then start with a nice deep breath in and an exhale to bring my hands together in front of my heart. Inhaling, reaching my arms up, palms forward, hips forward as I arch back, and then exhale, reaching my arms forward to the chair. Got a nice little softness in my knees, and I'm going to let my head fall forward. This is a forward fold, okay? So you see my feet are right in front of the chair. I'm using the chair for support here. Letting my spine release down. And then on an inhale, I'm going to step my right foot back into a lunge. All right, and so I'm looking for a stretch in the back of my right calf. And my front knee here is bent. And I can rock back and forth a little bit. I can breathe. All right, from here, I'm going to step my left foot back into a plank. So my body is in a straight diagonal line. I'm supporting myself here with my arms. And then stepping both feet half the distance. Okay, so my feet are no longer right in front of my chair. They're underneath my hips, and this is a tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, feet under hips. And I'm going to come into a cat-cow, arching my back as I inhale, and then exhaling to round. One more time here, inhaling to arch, exhaling to round. From here, I'm going to step both feet back and send my hips back to downward dog. So nice long spine, stretch in the shoulders, all of my weight's in my feet, and my hands are just here to get my stretch. I can let my head hang here, shift a little side to side. Continue breathing. And then on an inhale, stepping the right foot all the way up to the front, and maybe stepping the left foot back a little bit for our lunge on the other side. So again, I'm looking for that stretch in the back of my left calf. I can rock forward and back a little bit. Breathe. I'm going to take an inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to step my left foot forward, coming into my forward fold. So my feet are right in front of the chair, and I'm releasing my spine forward, shaking out my head. Nice deep breaths, feet any distance apart, so feel free to bring them wider if that feels better. And then when you're ready, we'll push our feet down, lift ourselves up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hips forward, and exhale, arms down. All right, we're gonna take that again. Deep breath in to start. Make sure you're standing in front of the chair, right in front of it. We'll inhale, exhale, hands together. Inhale, reaching the arms up, hips forward, arch back. Exhale, folding forward, hands to the chair. Release the head, let the knees be soft, and feel free to shift around a little bit, shake things out. When you're ready, on an inhale, we'll step our left foot all the way back this time for our lunge. And then optional plank, okay? If you don't want to do the plank, you can skip it. If you do want to come back into that core and shoulder and arm strengthening plank, and then stepping halfway forward into our tabletop, right? And if you skip to the plank, you can step back. Feet under hips, hands under shoulders, arching to cow, inhale. Exhale to round the back. Squeezing the belly in, tucking the chin. One more time. Inhale. And exhale to round. Stepping both feet back now for downward dog. And again, I want my hips reaching back, all my weight in my feet. Hands just lightly here on the chair for the stretch. Nice deep breath in and out. And then I'm going to step my left foot forward, coming into my lunge. Maybe reaching that right foot back a little bit, bending the front knee. Nice deep breath in and out. We'll take another inhale, and then as you exhale, we'll step our right foot forward into our forward fold, hanging forward. My hands are, again, light. My weight's in my feet. And on your inhale, press the feet down, rolling up, reaching the arms up, hips forward. Exhale, arms to the sides. And let's take a nice couple of breaths, shake things out. I'm gonna do 2 more of these, okay? So feel free to join me for them. If you've had enough, feel free to relax. You can have a seat on the chair. You can do whatever portions of the sun salutations you like, right? You don't have to do the whole thing. If there was a certain part of it that felt good to you and you want to just do that, feel free. If you're following along, I'm going to start with an inhale and exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, folding forward. Relax the neck. Inhale, right foot back into my lunge. And then stepping my left foot back to my plank. And both feet forward to tabletop. All right? Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round. Tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Stepping both feet back, downward dog. Sending the hips back, letting the head drop. Knees can be bent here. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Left foot goes a little further back for that lunge on the left side. We'll take another inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward into our forward fold. Release the head, the spine. You can even let the arms hang down to the floor here if you want. And on, wait a second, did I skip something? I'm not sure. If I did, we'll get it on the next round. So we'll inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms down. I don't know if I did. We'll see. We'll see when I watch it back. All right, last one here. Inhale. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, reach the arms up, hips forward as you arch back. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the chair, relax. And again, all my weight's in my feet here. On my inhale, stepping my left foot all the way back, looking up. And then we'll step our right foot back to plank. If you like, maybe take a breath in. Exhale, step both feet forward to tabletop. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. And stepping both feet back, downward dog. Sending the hips back, letting the head hang here. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, left foot forward, right foot back. We'll look up. On an exhale, step our right foot forward to fold. Feel free to take another breath in here if you need. And when you're ready, inhaling, coming all the way up. Arching back and exhaling, arms down. Shaking out the arms, giving ourselves a moment here, taking a deep breath in and exhale. And just seeing what you notice. I notice I'm sweating. I'm gonna start to lengthen my exhalations, which sends a message of relaxation to the body. A longer exhalation is activating our parasympathetic response to our nervous system. So it helps the heart calm down, helps the whole system relax, to just slow down that exhalation. All right. So I'm going to close out this practice with some balancing. Okay, I got a little hip pinch there. Shake it out. Okay, so I'm going to offer tree pose today. And you're welcome to use your chair for support if you are concerned about your balance. You can also just move to a wall and hold the wall, or even just sometimes like standing near something that you can reach for feels supportive, even if you don't end up using it. When I teach tree, I like to kind of start more supportive and build up to more challenging. So highly recommend that you start with me here, all right? So I'm gonna bring my weight over to, let's start with my left foot today. And I'm gonna pick up my right heel, turn my knee to face out, and just rest my right heel on my left ankle. Again, I can hold on for support if I'm wanting a little bit more, or maybe I feel comfortable bringing my hands together in front of my heart, possibly reaching the arms up and out like the branches of a tree. And this could very well be your tree practice today. Good to find a focal point somewhere out in front of you, something that doesn't move, to help with balance, and just think about the roots coming down from the points of contact between your body and the floor like a tree, the roots coming down and the upper body lifting upwards like the branches. Even if you don't have the arms up, right? We can still think about that upward energy. Now, if this feels like, not enough of a challenge for you today, you could feel free to see what it feels like to pick the right foot up and bring it to the inside of the left. Remember to keep the knee coming out, and then making your choice with your arms. If it's very comfortable for you to bring the foot up to the inside of the thigh, you can do that as well. Just don't want to push into the knee. So either above or below. And maybe you try it and you're like, I'm gonna come back down to my ankle today. Yeah, and just enjoy easy breath. Enjoy the strengthening feeling of the left leg and the sensation of balance, right? Relaxing the shoulders. And when you feel ready to let it go, you can let it go, you can shake it out. Whatever kind of wiggling or shaking out you need. I always think like balance postures, we can choose what kind of experience we want to have, right? If we want to struggle with our balance and be frustrated with falling, then we can push ourselves further, right? I don't think most people want that experience. I think most people want to just be able to do the hardest version and be good at it. And maybe they do kind of have a comfort with being dissatisfied. Yeah. So if that's you, I invite you, I challenge you to find the balance and just enjoy it wherever that is, right? If it's a version that feels like it's too easy or something, that's okay. We get to just have that moment of peace instead of the moment of struggle, right? So as we come in on the second side, again, we can all start with the heel against the ankle with the knee out to the side, hands at the heart or out like branches of a tree. And maybe you already know that this is where you want to stay today, or maybe you're curious about what it would feel like to bring the foot to the calf. I'm trying to keep my right knee here a little bent, rather than just like letting it lock out. When I keep a softness to that knee, it just engages the whole leg a little bit more. Finding that focal point, finding the breath. Staying as long as it feels good, useful, or interesting to you. Shaking it out when you're ready. And maybe seeing what might feel good after that. Maybe another little forward fold. Hands could come to the knees or back onto the chair, or folding forward towards the floor. Maybe coming down into a squat would feel good too. Ooh, that feels really good to me. And let's take some time for a little relaxation. You can do this seated on a chair. You can come and lie down on the floor. I think I'm going to lie down. Let's take a nice deep breath in and a slow exhale. 2 more deep breaths like that. And let's just be here, inviting our bodies to relax, inviting the mind to rest, perhaps following the breath for just a few more moments here. And giving a wiggle, finding a stretch if you're ready. If not, feel free to continue just lying here as long as your heart desires. And I'm gonna roll over to my side, press myself up to a seat. Ending here with 3 Oms, 3 Shantis. As always, you're welcome to join me, just listen, or perhaps humming along with my Oms to feel that vibration. We'll inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, practicing, and I will see you next time for day 7.